MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's time for Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Thunder and the Greyhounds. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Les Lara, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Brian Cannon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Now the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
To the plate now, Michael Lopez, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Lopez can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Cannon leads off second with nobody out. And the runner's breaking for third. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
So now to the plate, Tiny Ryan. And he puts it on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
A ball and 2 strikes.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Travis Blondie gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins, so you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century, 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to put in your cap, and we'll see how he does in this one here today.
Digging in, Glenn Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Come and try to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Blondie has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level, and during that time he sent over 1,700 batters packing via the strikeout. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Albert Montalvo. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping into the box, Dave Baggett, and as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Here it comes, 0-2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame when you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
At the plate now, Charles Burns. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Burns, originally from Mississippi, he was selected in the 3rd round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Scooter Shannon.
Striding into the box, Scooter Shannon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And it's 1-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Milton Otto.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
On the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Andrew Arellano.
Now at the plate, Andrew Arellano. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way.
Inside ball.
One out, nobody on. Ball and a strike. Late that time for a strike.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping in now, Blake Hamby. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Still without a home run and a pair of RBIs. Popped him up. Baggett is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jody Boudreau.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting 7. No left fielder. Irving. Mike.
Striding in, Irving Pike, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Blondie has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career. Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Taken, but called a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Down the left field line and deep. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that is off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping up now, Joey Barnhart, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. One out and a runner on third. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
In now, Les Lara, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with two gone. One count. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Orlando Ayala. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, he walked them on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
The pitcher, Travis Blondie, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch on its way. In there, now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. The runner in scoring position with none out. Fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Brian Cannon. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
A man at third with 1 away. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1.
Down to 3-1.
Michael Lopez is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now batting, Michael Lopez. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner will get back standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it 1 better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
At the plate, Tiny Ryan. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Popped him up. Barnhart shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
In now, Mike Hayes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. He strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 2.5. The Thunder lead this one 3-2. Digging in to try it again, Glenn Diaz. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. At the track. The wall. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitcher ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate, but the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
So now to the plate, Albert Montalvo. And it's fouled away. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he takes this one high, 1-1. One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Skied into straightaway right. Arellano is there to put it away for route number 1. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Standing in, Dave Baggett. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now back, first baseman.
Into the box, Charles Burns, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
0-2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Scooter Shannon, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. We played 3 full. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Digging in now, Milton Otto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Milton Otto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back, right fielder, Andrew Arellano.
Standing in, Andrew Arellano. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Arellano, a native Floridian. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Plate now, Blake Canby, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now it's 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now, but if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
In now, Orlando Ayala. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Thunder are out in front 4-3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Jody Boudreau. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Popped him up. Ryan waits on it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Irving Pike.
At the plate, Irving Pike. First pitch of the at-bat.
Check outside.
Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in his zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses inside off the plate.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Into the box, Joey Barnhart. Here comes the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first. Dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1, and he fouls this one off. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at first here, one man out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Taken for strike 3, the throw. He's not going to get him as he swipes second.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, blow him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3 and 2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
First pitch on its way. Les Lada is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be a good hitting pitcher, Travis Blondie. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Looped out toward third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Brian Cannon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Shannon is there, 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Lopez.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-0 the count. Pitch on the way.
Ball back there.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Line, but speared on a hop.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tennessee leads it 4-3. So coming to the plate, Glenn Diaz. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat. That's popped up. And this will land foul. Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Albert Montalvo.
Digging in once again, Albert Montalvo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Behind 0-2 now. We're in the fifth inning of a 4-3 ball game here. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Dave Baggett. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's out.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Clyde Hicks takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 49.
Stepping in, Tiny Ryan. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Down the left field line and deep. But this will land foul just shy of the wall.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
So now to the plate, Mike Hayes. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate, Milton Otto. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the plate. That's an easy stolen base. (4-3) our score here as we play inning number 6. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hicks, originally from Mississippi. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And the runner back. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 2-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Andrew Arellano, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Coming to the plate now, Blake Hamby, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
A 1-2 pitch. Hit to first. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Bobby Tyrone will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. So digging in now, Charles Burns is 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Baseman, Charles Burns.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1
Good
count.
fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1.
Nope.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch home, and it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Now at the plate, Scooter Shannon, been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball well outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Jody Boudreau, and he hits it hard to the right side. Speared on the dive. Big-time glove work, but no chance to turn it into an out, and the tying run is aborted first.
Oh, that's a shame because he made an outstanding diving stop right there. That's when I think the adrenaline might have been pumping a little bit too hard, and the ball just takes off on him. Too bad. That could have been a highlight reel play.
Runner at first following the error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Irving Height. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with the man at first. 2-0 now. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. Here he comes on 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
One strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. He stays alive, still 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Lester Roper is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Nick Seymour is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 12, Nick Seymour.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Orlando Ayala. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Line toward right center, and there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Bobby
Scott Franchise will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Scott Franchise.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. To come into play at 317, 11 home runs and 34 driven in. Line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ryan Cannon.
Settling in now, Brian Cannon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Roper, a 36-year-old veteran, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Michael Lopez will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a rope to the second baseman.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Tiny Ryan.
Coming to the plate now, Tiny Ryan. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Ready with the 1-1.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Two and 1, here it is. To 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Payoff pitch on its way. Count remains full. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's a fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Mike Hayes. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ross, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Milton Otto would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Reined in. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, the run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. The Thunder on top 5-3. Clyde Hall gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in, Joey Barnhart will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and 1 strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Nick Seymour. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here it comes.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. On a line, that's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Stepping in now, Glenn Diaz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Standing in as the potential tying run, Albert Montalvo. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. As a look, now the pitch.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Thunder lead it 5-3. Chris Birch has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Third.
So striding in, Milton Otto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Otto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
2-2. Down the left field line and deep. Long run for the left fielder. And he makes the catch in the corner. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Stepping up to the plate, Blake Hamby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Lawton is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Leroy Links will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Dave Baggett, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In there, 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 2-1.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Charles Burns. First offering on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Lawton, 33 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
The 1-1 home. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Standing in now, Scooter Shannon, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to first. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Thunder are out on top 5-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jason Haig will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Brian Mack is into the ballgame as well as a part of that aforementioned double switch, as he'll take over in the number 6 spot in the lineup.
Number 53, Brian Mack.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Orlando Ayala is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Leroy Lynx is at the plate as he watches ball one. Haig, a 5'10" left-hander. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0 on the way. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Brian Cannon is on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian.
Stepping into the box, Brian Cannon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate, Michael Lopez, and he fouls this one off. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he misses with it, 1-1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Lance Cashin enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Tiny Ryan will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. From the stretch. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Cashin has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Stepping in, Mike Hayes. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
3 runs already home here. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here it comes. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Thunder are out in front 8-3.
Leading off for
Striding in to start the 9th, Ryan Mack, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's right there, and that's the first out.
the batter, the left fielder, Irvin Pike.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Irving Pike. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Ready now, Joey Barnhart, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And now a pitch on the way. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-3 tonight. Tennessee took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Travis Blondie with his 4th win this season. John Lawton works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 6 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.